Hey, what is going on, everybody? Ali Midawi here with your very first Facebook Live in English in 2018, and I am proudly doing it from my humble abode, from my home, where right there, you may hear him, my little baby boy, Sebastian, is jumping in his little baby bouncer, and I'm really proud, excited, and happy for the moment, and really excited for you all to give me the opportunity to communicate with you. And I want to take a minute, 1 minute, just to say goodbye with a whole lot of gratitude for 2017. It started ridiculously crazy. We announced to our family that we're expecting a little baby boy, and then immediately after, one of the corporates that we were working with, we found out that they just abruptly terminated a 5-figure per month contract that we had, and we're looking at each other like, now what do we do? And then immediately after, we had the privilege and the opportunity to not only work with multiple different corporations as a consultant, as a trainer, and worked with hundreds of individuals across the board that have given us not only a platform to represent an idea and a movement, but also at the same time to give the value that we work really, really hard. And I say we because I wouldn't be able to do the things that I'm doing without my beautiful wife that I love dearly. You never see her on camera, very rarely, but she is the brain. She is the admin. She is the president. She is everything to everything that we do. And I wouldn't be able to do the things that I'm doing without her. So shout out to you, baby girl. But anyhow, 2017 has brought us a whole lot of character building moments, and at the same time a whole lot of success that I'm really, really excited about. And partly it was a few reasons. The number one reason, we operated on abundance. While many quote unquote coaches or gurus of whatever it is that's out there, it's like nowadays Facebook allows everybody to be a guru, but I don't claim to be one either, by the way. But it just allowed us to work with hundreds of people that came to us saying, I really don't think I can, and ended up realizing that not only they could, but they went and exceeded their own potential. We had the privilege of helping individuals to conquer their fears, overcome the obstacles that they, quote unquote, thought they had. We helped couples to kind of see or look in each other's eyes again and realize that it's about each other, not just the relationship title. I had the privilege to give over 200 complimentary coaching sessions to each individual, like literally individually. I had the privilege to work with groups in corporation, and I always had that abundance mentality. Now, that's not something that I'm claiming I created. It is definitely something that I was taught, and it took 10 years of business to understand that the more you give, the more that you're going to get back. And you have to have that attitude, that mindset of, I am just going to give, I'm going to give, I'm going to give. And even if 1 out of 10 gives back, that one person always compensated for the other 9 that didn't even see value in what it is that I was offering, even if I gave it to them absolutely complimentary. We launched a few programs, few coaching things that really took things to a whole new level, not only for us, but for our brand and for our community. We expanded. Last year, we were at 15 countries. We added literally 5 different countries into our network in South of America. And we're operating in Europe right now with different clients that we've been dealing with. So a whole lot of great things that have taken place in 2017. And I will tell you, although we've grossed in the total income for Midawi Enterprise in what we really were aiming for per year, but overall in the 7 figures, we still have a whole lot to do. This is the year that we take things to a whole new level. And this year, we're not going to change our mindset or our attitude or even the philosophy of the things that we are doing. We're still going to continue to give with abundance. We're still going to help and focus on giving to those who need it the most. I've had the privilege to partner up with some incredible people who have that mindset of, hey, everybody must win. It's not just about the profit, but it's about the people. If you take care of the people will take care of you. We went ahead and not only launched a new partnership, but we expanded into Canada, New Zealand, Australia, and now more than ever, it's about a mission, not just about income. See, if you have a mission-driven mindset and you allow people to join your mission, to build a culture around it, to build a community around it, I'm here to tell you that you can't fail. So first, abundance. Second, mission-driven process. Make sure that you have a process that is not just leading to how much can I make, but how many more can I help, right? Or like, what is that mission? If you don't identify it, I'm here to tell you, you are doing not only yourself a disservice, but to the masses. You know, you've been given a great God-given talent, whatever that may be. Listen, you may be a great cook. You may be a great actor. You may be a great welder. You may be a great carpenter. There is literally a much bigger picture in what it is that you're doing. And not to get biblical on you, Jesus Christ was a carpenter, right? But there was a much bigger call-in, right? It was through his talent that humanized him enough to connect with the masses, right? So your talent is allowing you to capture that audience that you have in front of you. Let's say you're a cook. Guess what? In an average restaurant, there's between 25 to 100 employees. That is your audience that will relate to you the most, that you can absolutely empower and change, that you can give them the best version of you. Now, some of you are only going after your contacts or connections or family and friends just to get a sale out of them. I'm here to tell you, if you were to live on abundance and have that mission, things will absolutely change, because they will see more value into you and into that mission, not just into the product or the service that you are marketing at the moment, right? So A, abundance, B, mission. Last but not least is gratitude. See, and I say this all the time, I lived by this all the time. I used to feel bad for the person that had no shoes until I met the person that had no feet. You got to be grateful for what you have. You got to be grateful for the little things that life gives you, that God gives you, right? I cannot stress this enough. There is no mistakes. You know, I was listening to, for some of you who may know him, J Balvin. He's a reggaeton artist from Colombia, and in his Instagram, he was talking about how 6 months ago he was in a plane crash, and fortunately everybody died but him. And he realized that there is no mistakes in life. Life is perfect as is. When it's your time, it's your time. But life is just designed the way it is for you. It's supposed to be great. It's just at times your greatness is not ready to be encountered. Your greatness is not ready to be given, right? It's like God doesn't give you something unless you're ready for it. So I cannot stress this enough. You have to be grateful for your health, for the ability to walk, for the ability to see, for the ability to have this communication that we're having right now. And unless you understand gratitude, it is not about, well, I have it, so I'm happy. That's not gratitude. That's just you happy with possessions of the moment. Gratitude is to act as if everything was to be perfect. To act as if it doesn't matter if I don't have a filet mignon. Hey, I got ramen noodle. I ate, right? That's the kind of attitude of gratitude that you must conquer. And the more gratitude that you have within you, the more you feel like you have it all. The more you feel like you have it all, the more that you want to actually give by abundance. The more that you want to give by abundance, the more mission-driven that mindset is. You see how it all goes and evolves in a circle? So abundance, mission-driven, and an attitude of gratitude will allow you, just like it allowed me and my wife, to set up, and my baby boy that is too, to set up a lifestyle where you two, on a Monday, you can watch 3 movies just because you want to. You know, and I'm not bragging about money here. I'm just telling you, you can have the lifestyle that you desire for yourself. So abundance, mission-driven process, and an attitude of gratitude. I'm not telling you I know it all. I'm not telling you how to operate your business or you live your life, but I will tell you this. I, for once, have had a major breakthrough over the last 12 months. personally, spiritually, in my marriage, and now majorly financially, just because I understood those three concepts. And for the first time, I genuinely applied the concept of giving with abundance. Because although I was always a given human being, but I was always, well, when I have it, I'll give it, right? Like most of us say, when I have it, only if I have more money, I'll help more people. But I didn't understand that abundance wasn't just about money. You know, some people are afraid to go to church or a mosque or a temple, right? Wherever your faith stands, because there is a concept of tithing, because there's a concept of giving, right? And they're like, man, I don't have it, so I'm kind of embarrassed. I don't want to show up without giving it. Well, you can donate your time. You can donate clothes that you no longer wear. My wife gives every month or every other month like a box or a bag full of clothes and shoes and things that, you know, instead of throwing it in the garbage, someone else can use those things, right? So that is giving with abundance. Your time is the most valuable asset that you have. So, you know, if someone calls you and says, hey, I'm struggling financially, can you help me? And you just can't, or you're in a position to not give financially, tell them, you know what, listen, man, I don't have money, but what if I can show you what I'm doing, and not with a mindset of I'm going to recruit you. Oh, that's your reason why. No. Truly, let me show you how we can go on eBay right now and we can sell some of the stuff that's in your house right now. It has nothing to do with me financially, but I can show you that. Or hey, you know what? There's a copper field right next to you. Why don't you like just look around on Craigslist and see anyone that is getting rid of metal and copper and silver and things of that nature, right? Or hey, go to Craigslist and select the free category in your zip code and see who's giving away dryers and cleaners. Pick them up, take them to the metal scrap field, and guess what? You get about $30 for the washer, about $6 to $8 for the dryer, depending how heavy or not heavy it is. So understand that abundance is not just about giving financially. It's literally about in any sort type of giving. Even saying to someone, I love you, I care for you, I'm sorry I can't help you, but I'm here for you, man. Like if you want to talk, that's giving with abundance, right? The mission will automatically be genuine and real if you are. People will catch a phony from a mile away, so don't be that. And last but not least, as I've already mentioned, just bring all those three together and allow yourself and your mindset to operate with love. You know, there's a lot of craziness going on in the world right now. I got a lot of heat in 2017 because I made a choice to stand for something and stand for justice and stand for certain views that represent me and represent my community, that I felt like, you know, there's a little bit of an unfair game that is going on. And when I spoke against it, I got a lot of heat. I got a lot of people that called me names. I've literally averaged at least one call a month from some random person that called me an N-word or some crazy racist slurs. I don't regret that. I appreciate the fact that someone reminded me how amazingly positive and loving and caring I am, right? So allow yourself to identify the good in whatever the circumstance is, because there is no bad. You realize I didn't say good and bad. No, good in whatever circumstance it is. You are amazing. You are great. I believe in you. I really pray and hope that this message brings the positivity that it was intending to bring, the hope, the abundance, the love, the greatness. I really expect 2018 to be the best year for not only entrepreneurs, but for those of us who are active on social media. I wouldn't just say millennials and categorize, but literally for anyone that is active in social media, that is active in anything that is digital, this is your time, because we are more than ever connected virtually, and fortunately, but it's sad but true, then we are connected in person. So the old age social one-on-one table meeting or home meetings or things of those natures are just no more. So understand, I'm definitely more than ever committed to giving value, to educate, to assist. Like I've mentioned, I gave over 200 complimentary coaching sessions to 200 different people, sometimes more than once. So these are people. So it could have been probably 400 to 600 sessions last year, and I'm ready to do it all over again. So workwithali.com/schedule, grab a complimentary coaching session, your topic, your company, whatever it is that you want to talk about. I am here to serve, help, and assist, and understand that, again, more than ever, we are in the greatest time in our history when it comes to abundance, when it comes to economic positivity and change. Although you may think otherwise, I'm telling you, we are in a good place right now. Even that crazy tax process that we hear about, guess what? There's many great things into it for the entrepreneur and for the masses as well. So you just got to make sure that you find the good in whatever circumstance that you are in. One last thing, in 2018, we are going to focus on relationships more than ever. I've taken on a task. I thought I was always a good husband to my wife, right? I thought I was always good on managing the relationship and keeping it on a positive side of things. And we've had our ups and downs over the years. We've been together, married for 10 years, together for 15 years. God is good. And here's the crazy part is I took on a challenge a year ago to write a positive note to my wife every single morning, no matter what. Doesn't matter what financial hurdle we could have been in. It doesn't matter what arguments we could have had the night before. It doesn't matter who said what. If I left the dishes or I didn't clean, it doesn't matter what happened. And every morning, like clockwork this year, never missed a day. 365 notes every day. Sometimes I was late as 11:59 p.m., but I still made my note of the day. And I will not stop. I will always continue to write those notes. And they are just to educate that, yes, you can have a positive, healthy, loving relationship. And there's one little secret in there: tolerance. It's just tolerance. When we met, when the birds and the butterflies and the love and the flowers was around, we tolerated each other, right? It didn't matter who was late. It doesn't matter how much time she was taking to put her makeup on. I waited with a smile and couldn't wait. My baby boy is laughing. And at some points, as you kind of lean into the relationship in the second, third, fourth year, we tend to forget that tolerance. We tend to forget that the birds and the butterflies still exist. We just forget and we don't see them anymore because our tolerance changes. So I made a decision. I will tolerate no matter what. I will love no matter what. I will not go to sleep angry, and I will wake up positive. And it's been the best year yet in our relationship. She got out of her job about going on 2 years now. We have our little baby boy and a whole lot of things that are planned for us in 2018. So brace yourselves and get ready to embark into the Madawi's journey, because it is an incredible, great one. I just wanted to let you know we're going to focus more. We're going to be back every single day. So if you don't catch us live, you'll catch us on a replay. And a whole lot of what we're going to do, even if it's business oriented, is going to be how to become a better husband, a better wife, a better boyfriend, a better girlfriend, or even if you are single, how to become a better person to attract that person that you want to have in your life. Because it's easy to say, man, I would love to have someone who's XYZ and describe that person. But I'll tell you the first lesson right now: unless you have those qualities in the person that you want to find, you'll never, ever, ever in a million years attract that person. So it all starts from within. Anyhow, appreciate you all. Love you all. I look forward to 2018 with a whole lot of content, and I'll catch you all soon. Take care, everybody.